And bam!
Hey, what's up, EMBC? What's up? I just butchered you. All right, so on Jtails' side, we see Garchomp, Reuniclus, Salamence, Sylveon, Kangaskhan, and Rotom Heat. Pretty interesting. Sylveon. Is that something Jtails is known for using, or?
He's known for himself.
For himself. Never seen that before as much in competitive play. But
well, there's actually something that can be used. We'll see what happens if Jtails can actually pull it out.
I like what he does here. He's got the double dragon. It's a solid combo. We've seen a lot of good players use that, so I feel like it's a good combo. And then you have the synergy with Kanga Rotom. That's also a great synergy combo. And then you also probably have Reuniclus there with Trick Room. So I feel like half that team is going to benefit from that quite a bit. So.
And it's nice because, again, like mentioning that double dragon, you make your opponent guess. You can very well just use your team and not have a dragon set up.
Yeah, right.
And then you can make them team revolve around that kind of prediction that could be wrong.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because you've kind of forced them to bring, something to beat those dragons, so you can kind of predict around it.
Exactly.
That happens quite a bit. When I see double dragon, it forces the player to bring something to counter. Mm-hmm. So we see Jtails leading with Reuniclus and Rotom Heat. And Ben is going to lead with his Charizard Charizard, hopefully. Some kind of Charizard. My bad, Ben. And Salamence. So
we have special attackers throughout, or we expect that Salamence, throughout the statistics of today's tournament to be a special attacker, right? But
I think I know what that is. Is that
Zelda, really? I was looking at the naming of...
Yeah, which one is that? Reuniclus? No, it's the other one, Rotom.
I don't
Named
get
it Zelda. I don't either.
Sorry.
I have no idea.
Sorry, Jtails.
I just have no idea. Here, Jtails has a lot to do. He could definitely, try to set up Trick Room as fast as possible, but Ben has the option to double target there. He can just nuke that Reuniclus, and Rotom Heat just sits there pretty much, not doing very much. It can take out the Charizard, but he ends up protecting the Rotom. Just interesting play there. So Ben targets the Rotom, so he didn't double up. And the Heat Wave Avoid. Oh, that's pretty key there. Yeah. And we see HP Ice, I'm going to assume Reuniclus on that Salamence, and it didn't have enough to take it out there, so.
It's funny because that Protect was, I didn't actually understand the Protect per se. I didn't see any particular threat. Maybe he did expect that Draco Meteor to hit, but that was a great Protect nonetheless. That Salamence is looking a little weak right now.
Yeah, I agree.
But now with the Sunlight, Charizard is
pretty powerful and very fast. Jtails has a little problem here with speed control at this point because both of Ben's Pokemon are faster than his. So he has to make some decisions here on what he wants to do for speed control. We'll see what happens here. Ben Salamence is a little low here, but we'll see what happens. I thought he was going to set up Trick Room that turn, honestly. And maybe he doesn't even have it, but I would assume if he has Reuniclus, he has it, and what he has in the back too. So he's going to end up going for the Draco Meteor onto that Rotom Heat. And if this is, depends. It should live no matter what. Usually if you have a bulky spread, Rotom's pretty tanky, and there's no Citrus Berry on that Rotom, so I'm really surprised there. Ben double targets with the Flamethrower on the Rotom Heat, really fearing that Rotom Heat, and I think he might have went for Trick Room this turn. Oh, he just goes for the straight Psychic onto the Charizard? Interesting play.
I would expect him to have gone to the
Salamence, right. Get that out of here.
Expecting a Protector for a switch of some sort.
So Jtails brings in a Kangaskhan now. Most likely his Mega, I would assume.
I take it to be true as well.
Yeah. So I feel like Jtails can still, pull this off. He has that Fake Out, of course. He doesn't even have to go for Fake Out. He could just, go for a Sucker Punch. He could do whatever he wants here, really. Salamence might bounce though, so we're not sure yet.
Right. So he might be wasting a Fake Out if he, in fact, decides to use it on Salamence. But if he doesn't, he would be killing that Salamence. Although with the special attack down, I don't know why that Salamence would actually want to stay in play. Charizard, guys, if you're not aware, with that Drought and the Stab, that's why we mentioned before. It seems to be such a powerful Pokemon, and why it easily killed that Rotom Heat when it still stayed up on play.
Yeah, especially even if it's resisted in the sun, that's a pretty big deal. So we see Salamence go out for Scizor. And, Ben is using Puke Green Scizor. I am disappointed. Aaron Zhang, I hope you're not watching this right now. This would be terrible for you. You already learned your lesson once. So we see Jtails Mega Evolve with Kanga. He's just going to go for the fake out here onto the Charizard, which is actually a really good play for him now that Ben switched in Scizor. So now he gives Reuniclus a free turn to move. And see what he Psychics here. He ends up Psychicking the Scizor. So he gets a special defense drop, which is, I don't know, it's not, I don't know if he has a coverage move for that. It's probably not, but
I don't think so.
Because HP Ice won't hit.
No, exactly, and we don't think we have. I don't think he actually has a fire move on the Reuniclus. Well, you don't know. Still, the table can always turn. It's only one Pokemon down.
Yeah, Jtails is only one Pokemon down. Salamence is weak. Charizard's weak now. He just has to worry about that Scizor a little bit. You know, Scizor is a really threatening Pokemon. We've seen in the past couple years. It kind of misses its Steel Gem there, but if you're familiar with last year's metagame, Steel Gem was a really popular item on Scizor, and I loved it too. I tried it out. Wasn't a big fan of Scizor, honestly. I like using a different Steel type, as you guys might have seen that early today. So I more prefer other stuff right now. But so Ben's going to switch back into Salamence, and that's going to give him that Intimidate drop onto the Kangaskhan. It doesn't really affect Reuniclus at all, but Ben's going to get some of that damage off. And Dizzy Punch comes out from the Kangaskhan, which is really, really interesting. Yeah. And he critical hits the Salamence, which I don't think it mattered at all there.
No, it didn't.
Dizzy Punch, that is interesting to see there. I haven't seen Dizzy Punch that much. And that does quite a bit. And he goes for the Reflect here. It's pretty good.
I mean, he could have taken out Charizard that turn if he felt like it.
Really.
I think would have been
probably the better ideal play, in my opinion. Because now Scizor comes in, and he's in Bullet Punch range. I don't know if it'll KO, but it's pretty close. So he's got to be a little careful here with what he does.
Charizard's still looking strong. I think, what is this? The drought stays on, does it not? Up until
5 turns.
Just 5 turns.
Yep,
okay.
5 turns.
It's been like, what, 3, 4?
I think this might be the last turn, or the next turn is the last turn. I haven't been keeping track. So we see Jtails here switching out Reuniclus into his own Salamence, which is really good, interesting, because now he's going to get that drop on that Scizor. It's pretty good, because now Kangaskhan might be able to live that Bullet Punch.
Maybe.
But
we'll see.
Oh, he actually goes for the Sucker Punch on the Charizard. I completely forgot about that for some reason.
I completely forgot about this.
And it's a critical hit. Doesn't matter, But actually, I really like that play from him. Because if he... Scizor goes for the Swords Dance, which is a really good play. Negates that, Intimidate, and now he gets...
But at least the Intimidate was there actually to bring it down.
To bring down a little bit, yeah.
Actually, that was not that bad. Sucker Punch covering for whatever other Pokemon that was coming to play into the inside.
So now Ben has a Moongus out there, and so 2 Pokemon weak to fire here. We'll see what that Salamence is packing. Hopefully fire move, maybe.
You would think so. You would hope so, for Julian's sake. But Amoonguss, obviously, being Amoonguss, will have that Spore action probably locked up in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Rage Powder covering. I can only expect another Swords Dance coming out.
Maybe. I don't know if he'll be that ballsy, though. We'll see what item this Amoonguss has. Could be Citrus, but it's not. Oh, it is Citrus. Okay. I thought it was going to go. So we see Dizzy Punch on Kangaskhan onto the Rage Powder to Amoonguss there, and it actually confused it, which is kind of interesting, seeing Dizzy Punch. But now this Scizor is like becoming a huge threat right now, because really Jtails can't really attack it, because as you can see, Salamence is faster, so we have to assume Scarf.
Yeah.
We have to assume Scarf now, and basically he can't get that Flamethrower off on that Scizor, so it's kind of a. But then again, he has Confusion now on his side from Dizzy Punch. It confused the Amoonguss. So if Amoonguss doesn't move here, this could be an interesting turn for Ben or even Jtails here.
Right. Well, we'll also check out because he does have that Sucker Punch. We don't know
he does.
He might have that. Oh no, it's Scizor. Trying to double team that Scizor, assuming Salamence will live.
Yeah, assuming.
I don't know if Kangaskhan is going to. I don't know. Actually, who do you think he would attack rather?
So Jtails switches out Kangaskhan for his Reuniclus. And I think that's a good play. He got the Rage Powder. So he had to really hope for that Confuse there, because that really mattered, because now Salamence obviously faster.
Correct.
Taking out the Amoonguss living with 8 HP.
No,
and Ben is just getting ballsy with these Swords Dances. What are you like +5 now? Jeez, Ben.
Round up one more and you get game. Relax.
See, the only problem I see here is Yeah, he's gonna one shot Jtails with priority on every target here now. So
exactly, Julian has to basically
get
rid of that.
Yeah, Julian. Yeah.
I know.
I keep forgetting his name, but
yeah, it's either. Sorry, it's getting into my head either way. What has to? Mugi's gonna.
Yeah, guys, Shiny Scissor. Yeah, vote down Ben on Nugget Bridge for this. Oh, don't worry, I'll give him stuff after the tournament's over for using that right now. Don't know if this is in his actual team or not. They're just doing an exhibition game right now because we're waiting for the 4 and 2s to play their determining game to see who gets into the top cut.
That's right.
So that's going to be an interesting thing there. I wonder, kind of anticipating who I'm going to play. So yeah, Ben makes the right play here. He has to bullet punch the Salamence. The crit, I don't think mattered at all, but he had to do it there. So I think he just targeted the Amoonguss here. And this is going to be kind of interesting, but I think the Scissor is going to be able to win Ben this victory, I think, possibly.
So have you guys ever wondered what would a +5 Scizor versus 2 Pokemon, how that would end up? You're about to find out. Crit mattered?
Crit mattered?
I don't think so, personally.
Well, he had a Reflect Up, too. I don't know. Like, I'm actually not sure. We don't know, so... So, I don't know. We're just waiting to see here what's going on here. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Simon, I guess, Shiny Scissor doesn't look that bad now, but last gen it was god-awful. It looked so bad compared to Corvette Red, but, I prefer the red anyway.
Corvette Red.
I prefer that a little bit better. Oh, and Kangaskhan goes for the fake out here, which I'm surprised Ben didn't protect there. But I don't think he's fearing anything that Jtails has right now. See, now Jtails had...
Jtails has a chance.
He actually he does have quite a bit of a chance here because Kangaskhan outspeeds with Sucker Punch. So...
That's right.
I really think that's...
That actually, no. If the Sucker Punch goes through and all is good, I have a feeling Jtails, he has the cards to win right now.
Yeah, he definitely does.
I hope Ben7000 listening to me.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's one more.
And I think exactly. Then there goes Jtails beating Ben7000.
Love wins all, Prince of Bond. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, we see the calc for Baz Anderson. That actually only had a 43% chance to OHKO that bullet punch on that Salamence. Yeah. Thank you for that calculation, Baz. That's actually pretty impressive. +5 in Reflect. Like, it's pretty interesting there. Ben lost. I think it was just the fact that the Pokemon, Julian had 3 Pokemon left or 2, but I think Ben only could hit 1 target. Scissor doesn't really have a spread move there to help him out, but...
agency players like myself interested in stuff like that. I'm interested in